everybody thinks that Aslan is not the king of Narnia. But to me, he is. What else he could be in this film? An emperor? A prince? A lord? Who knows? But to me, I think he's the real king of Narnia before we got the kids. If you know what I mean. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop197. This is my review for today. And yes, ladies and dudes, I will do another film that featured my most favorite actor in the whole wide world, the great and mighty Liam Neeson. But sadly, he's not there much in this film, playing this great and mighty lion from, I'm not sure if it's a popular film or one of the most underrated films of all time. So yes, my next movie review is The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And this is another good film that I will feel my regrets that I did not see in theaters, because back then I don't have much money to see this good film. And yeah, it did went to number one like 2 or 3 times if I remember right. But anyway, this is a very, very good film to watch. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and dudes, here is my next movie review of The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And I forgot to tell you which number this is. This is 147. I gotta tell you the truth right now. I'm getting very, very close to 150 movie reviews. But I'm only a few movie reviews away, if you know what I mean. So, let's head on to this epic movie review of a very underrated or a very popular film. Well, I'm not sure which one it is. Anyway, so let's head on to the main plot of the story. So for the main plot of the story it's a story about these 4 young kids named Lucy, Susan, Peeta, and Edmund. They are going on to their most epic adventure of their lives to a very magical place they have never gone before called Narnia. And it's up to them to save this magical place from a very evil queen who had ruled over that land for over 100-something years. And they cannot do this alone. They are going to get help by the true king of all Narnia. A king who is truly a lion. And that lion's name is Aslan. Long live King Aslan! Oh, heck yeah! And also, they're gonna also get help from these dwarves, these people who are half animals and half humans, and really cool wild animals, who came from the wildlife and the forest alike, and also normal animals as well. They have to work together and defeat the evil queen and her own creatures that came from their own kinds, I guess. And that's my whole entire plot of Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about this movie? To tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I freaking love this movie. This is a pretty darn good movie to watch. And truly one of the best fantasy films of all time in movie history. I will say it had a good storyline, has very good likable characters, fantastic cinematography, it had a really good score, it has really cool animals and really cool creatures. and so on and so forth. And I'm sure everybody will say that this is the true live-action film of The Lion King that we all deserve. Or somewhat, because I feel bad for this character because he wasn't there much. And I will tell you about this really cool epic character in a moment. So, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points of the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I will say for my strongest points for this film is seeing all the animals. And to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I am such a big fan of animals. And animals is truly my most favorite part about my life. Because I love all sorts of animals. From big animals to small animals. Animals who has different shapes and sizes. And I feel very, very sorry for some of these animals are becoming endangered. Besides, we will never forgive these bad, awful people who are destroying these poor animals and take away their lives way too soon. And we cannot let that happen, ladies and dudes. We gotta find a way to save these wonderful animals. And we gotta keep them alive for all times, I guess. And yes, ladies and dudes, there are so many animals to see in this film. We got lions, tigers, bears, ooh, my. We got leopards, we got cheetahs, we got rhinoceros, we got gorillas. I forgot what those small animals were called. The ones who are black, white, and gray. Well, you know which animal I'm talking about. There's wolves, foxes, and beavers. And also normal animals too, like a horse, unicorn, and a dog? I wonder what the heck the dog is doing there. Boy, I don't want any of these animals to take that dog away and becoming a meat. Well, if you guys get the picture. But yeah. I love animals to death, and I'm very darn happy that they add those animals to be a part of the film. So yeah, the true strongest point for this movie is seeing so many different animals in a fantasy film. And I will say for the weakest points for this movie is, I just wish there's some characters that needs a little bit more of a role here and there. I want to see a little bit more role of Aslan. I want to see a little bit more role of that really cool professor who's really darn nice. And maybe a little bit more role for the beavers, and since those beavers are pretty darn awesome in the film. So yeah, I feel bad for some characters here and there who don't have much of a role in the film. And yes, ladies and dudes, I will tell you the truth right now. There is such thing as an extended cut edition of this film, because there's a few extra scenes here and there that did not make it to the film. I did remember one extra scene that I found in one of those theatrical trailers, that there was a little bit of line from Aslan. Like, he said to those kids that the Narnia was resting in your courage or something like that. I forgot what he said. But yeah, he said something about it's up to the kids to save Narnia with their courage. That's the only thing I remembered about that little extra scene that wasn't in the film. And that's all I can say about the major weak point of this movie. And now, let's go on to the characters. I will say for Lucy, she is the most sweetest character I ever cared about in this film. And she has a really good heart, and I really do like the part where she did have a strong connection with Mr. Thomas, the dude who's a half man, half goat. And also she had a strong connection with Aslan. I think she's very darn brave to be with the lion who's truly the real king of Narnia. Yeah, she's a cute character overall, and I also love Mr. and Mrs. Beaver. I will say they are truly my most favorite animal love couple I have ever seen in a live action film, even if they're CGI wise. They have really good personalities and attitudes, and I do like the part where they're very darn brave when they head on to Aslan's camp, and it's a good thing those animals did not look at them and become their meat. If you know what I mean. So it's a cool idea to see these beavers being so darn brave and try to get along with those wild animals. The wild animals, they're so darn different than their own. So yeah, I really do love those beavers overall. But this is the true character I want to talk about in this movie review. This is my most favorite character in the whole entire movie, and truly one of the best parts I love about this film is Aslan, the true king of all Narnia. And he is truly played by the great and mighty Liam Neeson. I love this character to death. I love his looks. I love his design. I love the way that Aslan talks in the film. He has such a great personality. He has such a great attitude. He's a very, very good king to all the creatures. Some of them he does know and some of them he doesn't know. And he treats everybody as his equal. And that's a good part about this king. He treats everybody as his equals. All the animals, all the creatures, all those... just some people that he doesn't know of. Well, you get the story. Well, to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, and this is something that I really, really want. If C.S. Lewis should have done this sooner while he's working on the Chronicles of Narnia series, is I really, really want to see a prequel story that is all about Aslan. I really, really want to get to know about his storyline. I want to get to know why he became the true king of all Narnia. And I just want to get to know his backstory. You know, where the heck did he live? Where the heck did he come from? And why did he become the true king of all Narnia? And so much more. And maybe, is C.S. Lewis ever done a prequel of Aslan's storyline? And if there's ever going to be a live action version of it, maybe this will be the true Lion King remake storyline that we all need to see in theaters. Maybe a true Lion King movie that we all need to see in our very own eyes. And also, ladies and dudes, here's an interesting fun fact that you should know right away. I remembered when I watched some type of 107 facts about the Lion King, the Disney company had said something that they want Liam Neeson to come and play Mufasa. But sadly, he did not make it to be in the role. So they decided to add James Earl Jones instead. I think they want to find a good African dude who has a very good, powerful, rich African voice. And since lions are African animals, after all, that's one interesting fun fact to know. But it's a good thing Liam Neeson did play a very good lion in this film. God bless that man. So I have nothing else to say. So Aslan is a very good, awesome character overall. And for my final thoughts about this film, this is a very darn good movie to watch. With a great storyline, great characters, great score, great special effects. And this is one of the best fantasy films that I will never forget in movie history. So I decided to give this film a 9.5 out of 10. Please check out this movie to believe it. And that's all I could say for now. So, I'll see you guys later, and sayonara.